Hi there, it's Harold here and welcome to this case study where you will learn how we made $24,000 in new client sales by only spending $1,000 on ads. And the method and the case study that I will show you will teach you how to rapidly and predictably get new clients to your dental clinic. And it will make you more attractive so that you can have a more sustainable business. It will be more predictable and you will outcompete your competitors. So we're going to cover three main things. The first one is the foundation behind what made this case study work or what made this campaign work. And we're going to introduce something called a funnel. And a vital part of a funnel is something called the bait. And we will cover what the bait is and why you need it and why it is so important in order for us to have generated this kind of result. And then we will go into depth exactly what we did to generate a 24 ROI on our campaign. So before I jump into that, who am I? My name is Harold Roine and I started my first business at the age of 12. And as of today, I run multiple online businesses. Everything from a consultation agency to a software company and within fitness, and I typically help businesses leverage digital media and online advertising to increase revenue and profitability of their business venture. So in short, I help businesses like yours generate more revenue, get more clients by using ads. As simple as that. So let's move on to the first topic, introducing the funnel. And you may ask, what is a funnel? A funnel is basically, in short, a series of individual steps that nurture the relationship with your audience and move them towards a specified conversion. So it's basically you dividing up the entire customer journey from when they see you the first time to becoming a client and paying you over and over again. And by leveraging a funnel, you introduce control. Because when you leverage a funnel, you will have 100% control over every single step of the customer journey. And as you can see at the very bottom, an example would be someone see your Facebook ad or an ad on Google, then they click on ad, they will see your landing page. On that landing page, you will have a booking form, and then you will acquire a new client. This is a very simplified one, but a funnel is basically all of these steps split up into different individual steps. So when you have all of these steps, let's say that there are 10 steps in your business funnel, then you will know immediately what works and what doesn't. And the reason why we use a funnel is because it's designed to be optimized. The entire model in itself is made to perform better over time, because as you gather more data and get more people through the funnel and get more clients, you will be able to optimize it. You will introduce something new, you will edit something, and the entire funnel will perform better and you will acquire more clients for lower costs. And an essential part of the funnel is what we call bait. And bait is basically something of value packaged in a way that makes it tangible for the audience. And the core reason or the core goal of a bait is to provide help and a benefit. It provides help in a way that it helps the audience overcome an obstacle or resolve a specific pain. And it provides some kind of benefit, a perk to the audience in a simple way. And a couple of examples of bait. It's not something negative, it's something real positive because people want it, people need it. A couple of examples is a free ebook, a free mini course or an online course. It could be an article providing answers to some kind of problems, and this video in itself is one kind of bait. It's educational and it teaches you about overcoming a specific challenge, which in this case would be how to acquire more clients by leveraging ads. So a bait is something really important because people want value. And in the new age of marketing, people want value up front. People don't want to pay before getting some kind of value so that they know that they can trust your business. If you don't provide any kind of value and your only call to action and the only thing that you ask your audience to do is buy, then you have a problem because people don't trust you. The second reason why we want to use bait is because it provides value. Bait is meant to give value to your audience and potential patients and clients and customers, and it makes it all way easier. Because when you have something you can offer for free, it's simple to get people's attention. You can just toss it out there and people will be attracted by it, because a bait is a magnet. A bait answers some kind of question that the audience have. Because there aren't, within the dental practice, the audience size is huge. It's one of the largest ones. Because everyone needs to go to a dentist. So by creating some kind of bait, you will differentiate yourself from other businesses and competitors because you will offer something for free. So it makes you stand out, and it's way easier for you to convince the audience and the market and people to come to your clinic and not the business next door. So that's why you need a bait. So let's dive into our exact method. So when it comes to the bait, we created an article. It was some kind of self-diagnosing article that covered 3 normal reasons why people had toothache. People's teeth hurt a lot, and that's why we need dentists. And people search for a solution all the time. So we created this self-diagnosing article. And at the end of that article, we recommended people that if they had some of the symptoms or they experienced something that we mentioned in the article, that they book an appointment. And it worked really, really, really well. And the structure we had, or basically the funnel, would be we run an ad to the article. And the articles made people book an appointment, and that way we acquired new customers. So it was really, really simple. And the ad setup we used is that we ran ads on Google and on Facebook. The Google ad was a search campaign, so when you search something on Google, and we used keywords related to when people search for, I have hurting teeth, I have a toothache, my teeth, I have icing in my teeth, and those kind of topics. So when people search for a solution to the current problem, they saw our ad and then was redirected to the article. We also used Facebook ads, but we used Facebook retargeting only. And this was, or if you're not familiar with Facebook retargeting, it is that when people doesn't perform a specified action, so if they viewed the article but didn't book an appointment, we want to show these people an ad. So this is the setup that we used. And to give you more in depth into the to the audience that we went after, is that we went after typically these 4. For the topic of toothache, we had 215 different keywords. So keywords are basically different phrases people type into Google to find a solution or find information. And we did that for toothache, icing, loose tooth, pain in mouth, to see which one performed better. And all of them performed really well. So we had a total of 770 different keywords that made our campaign visible to a huge audience. And what made this work so great is that the typical business only is 30 keywords. So we were way more visible than our competitors. So another thing would be to give you an insight. So this is how we found the different keywords. And as you can see, we searched for hurting teeth. And I marked 2 different keywords in red. We have toothache. And we can see that the average monthly searches, meaning how many people search for that, the specific keyword every single month, is 10 to 100,000 people. Imagine how many people or how many new clients you would get if you managed to tap into that audience. The other one was toothache pain relief. So people searching for some kind of relief or method to relieve their pain, 1,000 to 10,000 people. Imagine if you can only tap into those two. And here you can see the different volumes for the different keywords. And this specific category has 863 keywords in it. So the method that we use can be branched out into different services that you provide. Let's say you have a root canal, you have veneers, you have Invisalign, braces. Any kind of service that you offer can use this method. So this is how a visualized map of our method. So the first step was people search for a solution on Google. They search for information because they had a problem. They then arrived at the self-diagnosing article with a call to action to booking an appointment. Then they booked an appointment, they attended the appointment, and then they enrolled in our follow-up sequence, which is basically a series of follow-up emails that ensure client satisfaction and retention, make them get back. But as you can see, underneath self-diagnosing article, you have retargeting ad on Facebook. So people who didn't convert from article to booking saw an ad on Facebook that told them to book an appointment, and that made all the difference. Because then they had seen our ad multiple times and seen our article multiple times, so they really managed to consume and get value out of it. And here's the numbers visualized. So we had $1,000 in budget for this particular test, or this one campaign. We had an average of $1 per click. That gave us 1,000 visitors, and about 14% of all people that visited us from Google and Facebook converted to booking an appointment. That gave this clinic 140 new clients and also 140 new contacts that we can follow up with and upsell on more expensive services like veneers, root canal, and all of the expensive services that a dental clinic can offer. So what made all the difference is that we focus on long phrase keywords only. There are two types of keywords. There are short phrase and long phrase. Short phrase are typically 1 or 2 words. So toothache, as I showed you earlier, is a short phrase. What we did is that we focused on those who had 3 words or more because there are less competitors. I mentioned that most businesses use only 30 keywords, and those 30 keywords are typically short phrase, so there are 1 or 2 word phrases, and every single business markets on them, and that makes it way more expensive. So we used long phrase keywords, and what this resulted in was a 50 to 60% lower cost per click than the market average, which gave us 1,000 clicks for $1,000. So that was the secret behind it. So we combined a funnel strategy and long phrase keywords in order to get the fantastic result that we had. So the result we had was $1,000 in budget. We had a cost per click on average $1. We had 14% people that converted from article visitor to a appointment. Our average client value for this specific clinic was $170. So every new client, that was their value. And we got them 140 new clients, and the cost to acquire one single client was only $7, $7.40. And the total sale value on new clients was $24,000. And imagine over the span of 2 to 3 or 4, even 4 or 5 years, how much in revenue these 140 clients will generate for this specific clinic. So the results were amazing. So the big thing is that this result is not hard to get if you have the right strategy, the right setup, and the right process behind it. And I typically see that whenever people try to use the internet to acquire new clients, they often fall into the trap of thinking in complex way, when the simpler methods often outperform the complex. The reason for our continued success is due to keeping things simple, yet strategic and smart. Getting new clients for a dental clinic is all about providing value up front and make people walk in your clinic store rather than someone else's. And I mentioned that with a bait, so with this article, this specific clinic differentiated themselves from every other clinic. They provided value, building a relationship with the audience before actually asking them to come and book an appointment. So they provided value to the audience, and that made all the difference. So I just want to ask you, what do you think of what I just described? Was it simple? Was it understandable? Was it something that you like to achieve as well? So my question to you now is, how would you like to learn how to duplicate the method and funnel we use to achieve the same results yourself and for your clinic? So that you basically have a machine where you get new clients automatically and predictably and sustainably from now and until forever. Sounds pretty good, right? So what I'd like to offer you is jumping on a free strategy and discovery call with us. It's about 30 minutes where we will go through to see what you do right now and what you can do better in order to acquire more clients for the lower cost. And in this strategy call, we will help you identify your current situation, because in order for us to help you, we need to understand where you're at. We will also illuminate the areas of improvement, because we will dig deep into your business and what you can do in order to get more clients faster. We will also create a tailored strategy directly on the call. So let us go through your current situation, suggest a strategy that you can start using the very same day as our call, and you will get it. Because mine and our business belief is that we want to provide value in any kind of way. This video hopefully has provided you with value. Hopefully you now know more about something that you can try in order to generate more clients and faster and for lower costs, to increase sustainability and predictability into your business. But also that if you decide to jump on this call or strategy call with us, that you will get something out of it. It isn't just 30 minutes spent on nothing. You will get a strategy and a recommendation from us on what you should do in order to move forward. And if that is of interest to you, I want you to, or I suggest you to book a 30-minute strategy call right now. And you will have a link below, a button below, or some place on this site. If not, you can go to this URL and you can simply schedule a call directly into our calendar and talk with one of us that will give you the exact strategy that you can use in order to get started getting more clients, and basically leverage the strategy that we used to get 140 new clients for $7 each. So hopefully, I hope you enjoy this, and if you book a call, let's see if we're a good fit, if we can help you. And hopefully, you will get something out of it. Talk to you then.